Hi. Today what I want to accomplish is to try and help you with the nature of the clips that you're sending in for review. Now if you're a brand new student, it's easy because you've got to start from point A and you've got to show me exactly what I have performed. I want to see you replicate. That way I know that you understand it and you're able to do it. Now with those of you who are black belts, you've been around for a while, I know you know how to do a Sanchin step. But what I want to see is that the angle of your legs are proper, that you're not bending over too far, that your front foot is not twisted out too much, that your knees are in line with your feet rather than knees pointing inwards and putting a great deal of strain on your hip and knee. A lot of you are, been doing this for a long time, and these things appear or feel natural. But when I'm looking at them, I can explain to you how you're actually hurting yourself in the long run by performing these movements in an unnatural manner. Your knees are bent, but they're not bent excessively, any more than your Sanchin arm position is not too severe or not too extended. All right, you want to get into what I call that unbreakable arm position, and you do all your movements from that position. So in reviewing the clips and the books that I've sent to you, I want you to, not a lengthy thing. For instance, on the circle block, all I want you to be able to do is just to show me that you understand all the positions of the Wauki. And I can tell just by going through a simple set of movements like that, 2 or 3 times from the front and maybe one from the side. All right, and that way I know you understand it. And you move on to the next one. I don't want you to try, as 2 of my favorite students did recently, they try to show the circle block, the Wauki, in a bunkai or an application scenario. Just didn't work. I mean, you cannot use a full circle block trying to divert, intercept, control, pull in, and then counterattack using that exact format. I mean, it wasn't designed for that. It's neutral in the kata. And I've explained this a couple of times, which apparently some of you have missed. All right. In a circle block, you have 360 points of potential interception of an incoming attack. That means if the attack is here, you're not going to start over here to try and perform the block. All right, you go up into that position, and immediately it turns into a control counterattacking action. All right, so therefore, to try and show me that you understand the circle block by performing a full circle where the attack is here, and you hit it here, sometimes place here, and then try to pull it in while your head's coming into your opponent. You're in his space. It doesn't work. Okay. In any event, keep the clips coming in, but try and understand. If you don't understand what I'm looking for, you got to ask me, and I'll get back with you on it. But things like this 8 form and all that, 8 form with variations, 8 form with an opponent pushing drills, all that stuff is very simple to explain. But you'd be surprised how many advanced students cannot be pushed. They're falling all over the place. So I just want to see when you push, step back 3 steps, come back, push in, let him move 3 steps, and then converting that, instead of stepping straight back, moving to the side, using the Sanchin arm movement to intercept, control, counterattack. All right? Very simple principle of our style. Intercept, control, counterattack. Those are all part of a defensive posture. All right? Now, if you're a police officer, you're in the military, you're on a SWAT team, then you're the aggressor. Obviously, these are preemptive attacks, and it's a lot different than walking down the street with your girlfriend and having some guy throw a punch at you. All of a sudden, you're into defense mode first, intercepting, and then using your martial arts. Okay? I want you to show me that you understand this. That's the reason for the review of all this. And many of my students who have come up through the ranks from different teachers who teach in a very fundamental manner, you know, but there's no understanding of why the circle block is so big in the kata and why it's so small when you're applying it. You weren't taught these things. So I'm trying to give you white belt material in a manner that a black belt might be able to incorporate it into what he is now teaching. And that's why I have so many teachers who are part of this program. So if you understand the motives for my creating these tapes, it's not that I feel you don't understand how to do a circle block. I know you understand that. But now with a little shoulder movement, with a little bit of understanding, you don't apply the circle block in a realistic situation the same way you would, would do it in the kata. It won't work. And if it doesn't work, all of a sudden you find that you're not using it. Or you lose faith in the style, which is a big shame. Anyway, let me hear from you soon.